My niece just turned 2, so everyone got to spoil her with presents and then eat a lot of turkey, so it was a ton of fun.
It's always the best.
Mexi with the 5 on Holmes.
Yo.
You know what? I can't see him here to tell him 5, but I'm sure he would shake your hand.
Yeah. Let's see. Those do sound weird. I feel just not as crisp as I'm used to. But here we go.
And he actually is going with the Testament rather than the Anji. I wonder if this is just because he thinks this will be a better neutral matchup against Sin, although I know he has not played against this character since he launched, so it might just be a read here.
Maybe.
Meanwhile, Musty very much enjoying this new character, really feels strongly about these options with the follow-ups. You can play it maybe just a little degenerate, swing these neutral buttons. Ooh, actually, he went in there with that low-hitting special and whiffed on the wall stick, so did not get the wall break like he wanted, but still.
The elk hunt, right?
I'm going to believe you.
It's the low, right?
Yeah.
I think that's elk hunt.
Okay,
right.
okay.
Yes. If you say it too fast, it's weird. Let's see. Yeah, I think Holmes is like trying out. Obviously, we've seen Holmes play Testament before, but I think just saw Musty play his side character. It's like, oh, I'm gonna play my side character too. You know, maybe.
It could be that. I didn't see who Holmes was playing on his off-stream match. You know, it could be he might not have played a lot of this game. I think he said it hasn't been installed on his PS4 in a couple of weeks. So
yeah.
He might be like, I feel a little stronger on Testament than Anji going into some matchups I'm less familiar with.
I can see that.
Testament, a little bit more like regular neutral you can rely on versus Anji, where you know you got to spin to win.
Yeah.
And if you're relying on your gimmick while learning the new character's gimmick, that's going to be rough.
Yeah. Testament just way more straightforward, more orthodox. Anji, you got to play outside the box to be successful.
All right, so another elk hunt, as we've decided, takes the first round there. That is a Musty move. Musty likes the slides in. So
slide. It's the follow-up is plus.
Yeah. Plus follow-ups are pretty nice to have. I haven't seen him get into any danger with his food meter yet, where he had to, go for something and then spend too much. But we'll see if that comes into effect here. Meanwhile, Holmes is just taking a very Testament round right now. My goodness. After that first game, which, was back and forth neutral interactions that mostly Musty was winning out, maybe Holmes has kind of figured out where those ranges are, where he can swing a little more safely with Testament.
Is no fly zone here.
Exactly.
No sin zone. Cannot sin here. There's the overhead. Ooh. Eat the stamina. I do not know what the different colors do. There's like a graph out there online that there's like different values. There's like damage reduction, like walk speed. I do not know like the specifics.
That's all way beyond my pay grade.
Totally fair.
All right, nice little DP plus a follow-up. Follows in with the dash forward. You do break wall here. Don't even need it.
That was like all resources, all stamina, RC, everything.
Look, you can't use it in the next round, so you might as well spend it here.
Right. Totally agree. Ooh, the counter hit.
All right, goes for some meaties. Does another throw setup. Ooh, clips.
Overhead.
I assume that is overhead, yeah.
Low profiles, too. It goes
low
over.
Crushes? Yeah.
Trying to go for dive.
Oh, he went for that throw so late, and it still whiffed on the backdash.
Wire C.
Holmes, I mean, you're at chip range at this point. I don't know what you do here. Musty, why would you throw there? You literally can just go for the chip out. He's got no meter to FD. All right, there you go.
Run up DP.
Run up DP was the answer, truly, because either he gets hit, he blocks it and dies, or maybe he FDs, and then you just do your follow-ups to keep yourself safe.
Oh, character switch.
Character switch, yeah. So, I mean, that makes sense after losing 2, not being able to quite figure it out. Gonna go ahead with the Anji Mito, see if he can figure it out. Turns out there were too many sins for the old Testament to handle. I'm wondering, I mean, I feel like Musty's plan isn't really going to change. I think he's just going to keep pressing those same old buttons and mostly try to control the neutral as best he can.
Yeah, I mean that's like a pretty straightforward. Just like this is my game plan with Sin. So,
and because Holmes doesn't have a lot of this, you know, Guilty Gear Strive matchup knowledge against this character, he's got to learn on the fly what his options are.
Yep.
And now he just spent 2 games learning what his options are that weren't working, so he's got to kind of start over a little bit with what Anji can do to get out.
Yeah.
But I guess if you never get put in the situation, you just keep comboing him, you never have to worry about it.
I do believe the spins are going to play a bigger factor just because Sin is going to be throwing out those large normals. So I feel like he'll be able to spin right through them, guard point, and maybe even get a punish on them, or as you can see right here, a follow-up.
Yeah, nice little finish there. Takes a round here. Musty doesn't look too phased, though. Ooh, back throw, though. And I feel like Musty hasn't been representing Wake Up DP a whole lot. And I feel like that's something you really have to throw in at least once or twice. Now, that dash up into low, I do like that option.
Ooh, tap dust.
And he's got a lot of meter here to work with. Ooh, big counter hit into nothing. Maybe trying to bait the burst, but just going to take the hit here. All right, he at least had a chance to see that overhead coming, but not really much he could do about it, and then just gets clipped out trying to spin. I think Musty timed his punish a little bit well there. Ooh, okay. Big combo here. All right, Musty knows some routes. Good to see. On the new character, he's only been out for a little bit, but Musty feeling it already. And he's got basically all of the resources to work with. He can burst here if he feels it. All right, I like the attempt from Holmes to bait it, but at this point, yeah, you just RTL. 1, 2, 3. Gets that positive bonus back once again. I mean, Holmes is going to have to make something happen. Gets caught on the backdash. Musty takes a second to eat a snack and then just pokes him from far away. And we'll take it. 3-0 for Musty. I just realized, for those of you at home, apologies that it said 1-1. That's our bad, but we're all good now. It was 3-0. Musty, commanding performance with performing his sins on stream for everyone to see.
That's arguable.